I don't know if it's the right time to ask, but do you do any, what do you do with projects where there might be some sort of intellectual property component of it that you're a bit scared about listing in detail the projects?
Yep, I do a couple of things. In that regard, you sort of might have to keep it a bit broader. And you might say, look, I want 2 or 3 people to sort of bid on this broader context of what I want. I'm going to pick the top 3, which is something I'll touch on in a minute. Pick the top 3, get you to sign an NDA, like a non-disclosure agreement, and then we'll refine the bids after that. Because in that process, you can actually interview people. So with most of the software, you can actually sort of have your 50 people who have actually bid on the job, and then interview 3 people. And in that interview process, before you actually go in that process, get them to sign some NDAs. Okay. And the thing is too, I guess, in my experience, if you're doing something that is seriously private and seriously needs some high-level NDA, non-disclosure agreements in place, I wouldn't be going to India or the Philippines for staff. I'd be looking for someone locally. You're going to pay a premium, but you're going to have a lot more control, and hopefully, if it's that valuable to you, you can pay the extra sort of couple of grand today because you're going to make it on the back end. So that's from my experience, is that if you're doing something in this way, it shouldn't be that private.
And for me, I don't really worry so much. I used to worry a lot about trying to hide things that I was doing, and now I just do everything out in the open. Very rarely is there a task that's so top secret that I can't share it with anyone. That's why everything that we're going to go through today, especially, I'm going to show you back-end processes of what I do inside my business. You'll get the documents, because I don't think anybody can compete with me at what it is that I do, the way that I do it, because I've got my own unique style that I do it, I put my own packaging on it, and all that type of stuff. So for me, I don't worry so much about NDAs and all those types of things. Like, bring on the competition. More competition's good. It promotes a very healthy marketplace. So I encourage it. One thing as well, I did forget to hand out some cash before. That was good first question.
And the biggest thing is around that too is that, as I mentioned before, it's not about the product necessarily. Like, when you're actually getting this stuff done, you're getting a product done, you're getting a website done, maybe some software developed. It's not about the product though at the end of the day. What's going to make that successful is the marketing. You know, is there a market out there that actually wants to buy this, whatever it might be? Can you get traffic to it, whether that's foot traffic into your business or web traffic, and then can you convert those people to buy whatever you're trying to sell? They're the 3 keys to a business. It's not the product. So, trying to be secretive about the product, yeah, there's some reasons you want to do that, but generally, it's about the other stuff. It's not about the product at the end of the day. So if other people try and rip your product off, are they going to be able to market it and convert it as well as you can? That's the question, because that's where the skill set really comes in business. It's about that, not about the product. The one thing I want to touch on again with this job spec flow doesn't just work for Elance or anything. It works for your outsourcers. So if you have a regular graphic designer who does regular work for you, which is what I've found now. So from Elance, I've got a guy who is my basically regular graphic designer. I know some of you guys have used him, and I think, Tim, you're using Darnell quite a bit now. And I use this same process for him all the time. So it's not just for the first time job you put up on actual on Elance, it's how you actually give a brief across the board for all staff, internally or externally.